Welcome into Magical You. We are going to be talking today about January, what January's energy from the stars has to say with astrologer Cetti, which she was also here doing the 2026 predictions. So if you didn't see those, make sure to check those out. Super excited to have you, Cetti. Welcome back.
Hi, Vickie. I'm happy to be here and excited to do the predictions for January.
And let's dive in. So what's coming up? Because we went into a shebang. I know we're still in the very end of the snake year, the year of the snake.
So January has a stellium, and a stellium is more than 3 planets in one sign. So we have the Sun in Capricorn, we have Venus in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn, and this is very exciting. We have Mars in Capricorn, and Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So any plans you want to do now, you're getting the power of Mars behind you. And having Mars in Capricorn gives you the organizational skills, the seriousness, the ambition. It's like you're a Scud missile going on your plans. So it's a great time to start the year off.
Okay, so let me ask then, because you said all these signs are in there, and I know I have a Capricorn rising. So then January is going to be the month. Well, I'm going to talk about individuals. So individual check-in, it's going to be the time where maybe you're starting to feel like you need to organize or plan. Obviously, it's the first of the year too, so that's normally what we do. So New Year's resolutions, a lot of people will do. So are you talking about things like that?
Yes, but that's a normal year. This is a hyped up year because we may have the Sun in Capricorn every New Year's, but we don't have the other 4 planets that are in Capricorn. And having Mars in Capricorn hasn't happened in probably 30 years. So that's even more exciting. So this year, people are really going, I want to be different. I want to do something different. I have to make different plans. And with Mars there, it's exalted, meaning that Mars loves to be in Capricorn. It loves that organization. It just goes smooth.
Wow.
And we don't have.
Isn't Mars the energy? Isn't Mars for, this is like a different language here, astrology for many. So isn't Mars isn't that the war or the war house energy, or Mars is a war, right? Like war energy?
Yes, it's your energy, and it could be your sexual energy, your everyday energy. So like you have Mars in Gemini, so that gives you a specific, but with Mars in transit in Capricorn, it's giving us all this direction. It's giving us earthy organizational direction. So
maybe clarity?
Total clarity
Okay.
in what you want. Yep. Planning new goals. You're shifting, and it's a good time to do this. Yeah, you're serious.
You're serious. You're getting serious. You're starting to take action and get clarity.
Absolutely. You're shifting, and we're getting ready for January 9th when Mars is going to conjunct the Sun. So in a couple of days, more or less, you're going to feel super powered because the Sun is everything, and then Mars is going to zhuzh it up. It's going to give you that extra little, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for that house. I'm going to go for that job, and it's going to be good because Mars is going to stay there probably until February. So you got all this energy behind you to do it. So
okay.
But on the other side, you have Jupiter in Cancer opposing all these Capricorn planets. So it's in the back of your head going, but I don't know. It's bringing you to the past. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. That job gave me this money. Blah, 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 blah. Let it go. Let all of that go and stick with the Capricornian energy. Yeah.
So it means take action. It's a take action time.
Ignore those callings.
Okay. Isn't Mercury going retrograde, but maybe that's not in January?
Say again?
Is Mercury going retrograde, but not in January?
February.
I don't think January.
End of February. So we're good.
Oh, okay, we have a while. Okay.
We're good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what about like, I know this might not be in astrology where it's 111 because we have number January 11, right? So is that still sounds like that's a part of the take action.
Well, actually, that's more about karma. So that's
Ooh.
us releasing all that karma from last year and our lives. So 111, we're opening to this new world, this whole new breakthrough. It's a breakthrough, is what it is. So
Nice.
the new year astrologically isn't really January. It's really March. It's spring.
Oh,
So
it's March. I thought it was October.
no,
So
March.
It's March.
Well, think about it. What is the first astrological sign? Aries. So that's the
Oh,
beginning of the wheel. So that's the beginning of technically of our year. So
I
really,
learned something.
so January and February, we're really still collectively cleaning up stuff. We're still, like
Oh,
you said, we're not technically in horse yet. We're still in snake. We're letting things go. Even though we're putting direction with Capricorn, we have Cancer pulling us back a little bit to the past. So we're going
okay.
until probably January 11th, and then we'll go into the eclipses of next month. Then you're going to start changing. But we're still being pulled.
So why? So I don't know if you know this question, but why do we start in January then? Like, where is that's just our calendar and what we decided to just
Why
screw
do
with
we do
people?
half the stuff we were told to do? I mean, why? Because somewhere along the line, they wanted to depress us and not make us realize how powerful we are and our abilities.
Mm,
It's some Gregorian calendar that was set up probably 7 million years ago. And do you know there are places that don't have 12 months or places that have 13 months? Some have 11.
no, I
Yes.
learned more. Where is
Yes.
this? Like, there's
I
places
can't
around the
tell you
world.
there are other parts of the world, but they refuse to go to the Gregorian calendar of 12 months. It's a made up bullshit.
That
It
is
really
so
is.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I
So,
heard that we originally had 13 months and 30 days. I think it's 13 months and 30 days. Yeah, like I always wonder with February, I'm like, why do we have leap year? I mean, it's just the most weirdest thing.
I don't know. Well, time is a lie anyway. So it's all a
Right.
lie. Everything's happening at the same time, past, present, future. Hard for people to wrap their minds around that, but we are literally. There is no past, there is no future, there's present, and everything is going on because we're manifesting things. So the future hasn't happened because you haven't decided what you want to happen in the future. Now that sounds like
Yeah,
real.
let's talk about this because people want to know that the pathway because there's all these different pathways and it depends on if you stepped on that pathway.
So most people were raised to be doubters and naysayers and not blaming. We were all raised like that. What if you get sick? You don't have insurance. What if you have an accident? What if you get divorced?
What
Here's what
if?
I say. What if you stay healthy? What if you get a raise? What if you become self-employed and make millions? Why do they always go to that rather than the good? So that's what this world is becoming. Manifest what you want, not what you don't want, and be careful what you say to the universe because it hears you. It hears you.
It's
It,
that simple. I know.
how many times do you hear people say, "Oh, I'm going to get SICK"? I don't even want to say it. Oh, I was around so and so. I'm like, oh my God.
I
Don't,
know. I golf. I hear you golf too, right? Don't you
yes,
golf?
yes, I
Yeah,
do.
you hear it golfing with somebody golfing. They will go out there to hit the ball, and they already just down their shot before they. Oh, this is the hole. This is the
Abs-
hole. I
I
might as well
play
go on.
pickleball. They hit the ball. They go, oh, it hasn't hit the ground. I'm like, wait a minute. That's
Yeah, right.
it's their cycles. They're just cycling in their head the same
Just
stuff.
have it.
Yeah. And you know what? There's a lot of people who don't want to change from that. And I say, listen, do your own thing. I could never live like that. I'm sure you
No,
couldn't
me either.
either. And honestly, these new kids, this new generation, they don't think like that. They know the
Mm-mm.
gifts they have. They know how strong they are. They are way smarter than any of us. So
I
listen
know.
to
Good
them.
truth sayers.
They are.
Yeah.
They can't lie if they want to lie. So
No, and they're great manifests, and they don't lie. My daughter's a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius don't lie. I could be
they
like, "Do
don't.
I look fat?" And she'd be like, "Yeah."
The oldies went
She
ask
would tell me the truth. She'd be happy to tell me the truth,
Yeah,
right?
well,
And
yeah,
that's the new kids. It's like, don't ask them if you don't want to know the truth, because
exactly. They'll tell you. They'll tell you, but they're so super smart and they're not worried about any of the things any of us were worried about growing up. They don't worry about getting sick. They don't
no,
care. They're free spirits. They're just little free spirits the way we should all be. So, yeah.
yeah, I love it. Love
Yeah.
it. And I love all this great. I didn't know these things. So it's pretty cool that I learned that too. I didn't know the calendar thing. So then January sounds like a great month to clean house, get organized, and be ready.
Start thinking of your future seriously. I mean, really, start making lists. Capricorn.
Planning.
Planning, that's the word. They want you to plan, they want you to organize, they want you to get the actions ready because it will happen. It will
So let
definitely
me
happen.
ask you, what is your planning? Because people are going to say, well, what does planning mean? Does that mean like writing down your 5-year plan, or if you're wanting a new job, or what is planning?
Well, I think you should stay more present. I don't think you should go so far in the future because you are
Okay.
creating. So I would do month to month almost. I would start with what I want for
Ooh, I
this.
like that.
Go with what I want this month. I want to eat clean this month. And you know what I tell people when they say I don't know what I want? Start small. I want to eat clean. I want to sleep better. I want to give up drinking. I mean, I'm making this stuff up. Whatever you want. I want to be more financially sound. I want to cut my budget. I want to be careful of spending. Start with little tiny things and then the bigger things will come. Then maybe next month I want to buy a house or I want to take a vacation. But we think that it has to be this big major thing. It doesn't.
I love that. Yeah, totally. Yeah, because I get that all the time too. With my book, Manifest Anything You Want. Well, what do you want is the biggest first thing you have to get clarity on. And a lot of times you will get clarity because you're in the thing you don't want. You're in a job that isn't happy, or you're in a relationship that's not happy, or you're single and you're wanting a relationship. So right there that's what you want, or you're chaotic and you want peace.
Right.
I want more
Right.
peace in my life. Just something that simple.
Well, you know what I hear a lot of people do, which it's got to go. So they'll present their problem to you. I don't want to work in this job. I hate it. I'm not making money. They're going to fire me eventually. Why don't you leave it? They fight for the cons, not the pro. Well, I have to stay here because I get a paycheck. I'm like, do you hear yourself? I mean, really, it blows me away. Have some common sense.
Every time I hear you.
And you
Same
know what
thing.
else I say to them? I say, look, I'm not. Then they start yelling at me. Well, I can't just quit. Are you going to support me? I'm not telling you to just quit. Just make baby steps, but start with, okay, I know I want to do this. So start putting money aside, start going in that
Right.
direction. I mean, it's like they
It's
hate where
common
they are.
sense, and I understand people in it. They're like, well, I just can't step out of it. I would rather, and trauma's very comfortable.
Yeah,
Being in that crap is what you know, and it's comfortable, and it's scary to jump out, but can't keep bitching about something and wanting a different outcome doing the same thing. Can't do
that's
it.
the definition of being crazy.
Insane.
It truly
Yeah, I
is.
know.
It truly is.
I know.
But they do. They fight because but you know what I realize? They are so fearful of making a change. They'd rather sit in their own shit than make a change.
Absolutely.
I say to them, this is how I was raised. This is how I live my life. And I'm sure you're going to identify with this. What's the worst that can happen? I start with that. And then I say,
Right.
you're going to die. So think about that. Do you want to? You're going to die. So if this was the last day on earth, what would you do different? They go, they don't.
Yeah, that's the truth. Me being a medium, dealing with death my whole life, we have no guarantee, none. So it's like, move, do something different if you don't like it.
Yes. And it's not years ago, it was if you were this age. No, it's any age. None of us have a guarantee. So just make one little move different. Just don't fight for the things that you hate. Just let it go. But
Right.
these people are going to struggle.
Lean into what excites you. And I love
Yes.
your idea about planning just next month. And I think that will help simplify for a lot of people, because people that aren't clear, and then they think they need something big, and maybe they just want to be debt free. Maybe they just want that one bill to be paid. And so I like that where it's just this month. This month I'm going to work on this.
Yes.
Just recently I had someone that she wanted her student loans paid off. That was like holding a lot of energy above her, right? And so I told her, I said, just start the energy every day, $5, $5, $5. And then you're starting the habit, and she paid them off like fast.
There you
And
go.
so because you start that momentum, and
Yeah.
then it becomes a habit, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I can put $100, and now you're manifesting more too.
Right, right. You're telling the universe I'm debt free. Absolutely. I mean, people have a tendency to go A to Z on everything. So just go to
Right.
Go to M, go to C, go to D, start the start the trail. But this is your month to do it though. Capricorn, because you have all this energy helping you plan, helping you get serious, and also long term. And it's also when Jupiter is opposing. Now Jupiter's a lucky sign. It's benevolent. But when a lucky sign opposes, it wants to pull out that negativity for good. So when it brings you to the past, like let's say you want to break up with your partner, and it pulls you, oh, but we had such a well, it wants to get that out of your mind so you could go forward on something better, if that's what you truly desire. So it's pulling out the old stuff for a higher vibration to move on. That's it.
I love it. So it sounds lovely. I'm going to plan. I'm going to take my next month, and I'm going to do month to month, like you said. I think that's amazing. So thank you for that
Yes.
advice.
Yes. And
And
so
thank you for your check-in.
you're welcome.
And if people want to get a reading with you, which I know they do, we're going to I will have it posted under here too, but how do they reach out to you for their own personal astrology reading?
If they email me at CLOCK 7074 at Comcast.net and just give me their information, their birthday, tell me they want a natal chart, I'll give them all the information they need to know. So,
Awesome. And I'm sure they're going to be reaching out to you. And we will be talking to you next month doing a February check-in, which I'm excited because we got on the horse thing. So we'll see. So I'm going to plan, though, for my February to be fabulous. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, Vickie. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Always fun.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Have a magical day.
All right. Bye.
Bye.